Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Skyrim Special Edition Mods. Seb, we're back on the PC.
We are, finally.
The personal computer.
Yes.
The peculiar contraption.
The powerful...
consumer of men. That is Kevin Van Nord.
Yes.
Oh, powerful companion's good.
I like that.
I'm here. My name is Cam, and my powerful companion today is Seb.
Yes, I am
Hello,
Seb.
Seb.
And I'm also wearing my very powerful Christmassy Skyrim jumper.
You are. I like how you just showed off. You cupped the chest.
Oh.
That's how you show things off.
Look, I love these things, all right? So, speaking of which, we are actually going to have a Christmassy episode
next
later,
week,
aren't we?
Next week, next time. That will be the Christmas show. This is kind of the one that we promised we do, which is PC mods to make your Skyrim look the most beautiful. Your special edition to be specially beautiful. Seb, let's get to mod number one. Seb, who is that standing majestic?
I have no idea. Who could it be?
Pan
Who could it ever
around.
be?
It's Kevin Van Nord,
of course. It's Kevin Van Nord's crotch, followed by Kevin Van Nord's face.
Look at his amber eyes,
always
filled with a mosquito containing dino DNA
and Kevin's only DNA.
Of course,
he has one strand. The rest of him, of course, is mechanical. Kevin, and in toggle-free camera.
I know, it's so good.
We
to
have
be back
all
on the
these PC tools back at our disposal.
And Skyrim, the astute amongst ye will notice its quote. Hello, Rock. Will notice it's quite different because basically we've rammed the PC full of a bunch of new graphics mods.
Oh, we have.
So we're going to kind of take you through them one by one. Obviously, they're all on from the get-go, but we're going to address them one at a time. So, Seb, what are we going to talk about first?
I think let's talk about ENBs first.
Okay.
So, of course, ENBs, one of the things we used to show off on PC back in the day.
Indeed
ENBs have come back to Skyrim Special Edition. Boris Vorontsov has gone past beta phase.
Yep.
And now he finally has his
first
working, functioning version. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff left to come. But ENBs, if you don't know, give you a lot more tools to edit the design, the visual design of the game. It's a lot of cool stuff like bloom.
Beautiful.
Changes to the depth of field.
Whoop.
It looks great.
So Seb, which ENB are we using?
We are using SkyrimSE Re-Engaged, which at the moment, at time of recording, is the most popular one on the Skyrim Nexus. And it basically just looks really good.
It really does.
It's not. I mean, it's not a major overhaul, which is one of the things I always like about ENBs. The ones that don't just go completely nuts. It just takes something that's nice and makes it a little bit nicer.
I mean, there's definitely kind of a fantasy vibe to this one.
Oh,
I mean,
for
with
sure.
the pink skies and everything, but that looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Skyrim Special,
I agree. I 100% agree.
I think weird noises. No, I think Skyrim Special Edition on Xbox looks great.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to PC, and Seb, actually, we should say that this PC is powered by a brand new piece of tech that we got. Very exciting.
Yeah.
What is making all these graphics?
All right, so you know full well that we've been spending a lot of time doing up the PC, and one of the reasons it works so well is the ultra-fast M2 SSD that we've got.
Yeah.
But powering the graphics is an awesome new GTX 1080.
Yes.
So NVIDIA kindly sent one over for us to make Skyrim look really, really hot.
Yes.
So thanks,
and
NVIDIA.
We've also made, although still editing, graphics comparison. So if you want to know what old Skyrim compared to new Skyrim Special Edition with mods looks like, well, you're going to be able to find that out very soon.
Yeah.
And there's Kevin, killing blow.
But you go back on PC and you just remember, oh yeah, 60 frames is amazing. And like 4K, we'll get to this later. 4K textures are amazing.
Yeah.
And everything about it just looks so, so good. I mean, Skyrim on PC is my home. This is
It's our home, Seb.
Yes, it's our home. We've also got, where is it? Climates of Tamriel. Fans of Skyrim will almost certainly have heard of Climates of Tamriel. It's been around for ages as a mod. It's not necessary for this one. You've got a choice of Climates of Tamriel or a couple of different sort of environment overhauls, but that's what it is. It's an environment overhaul. It does some cool stuff with lights and... you know, if you...
It's dark.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the default darkness as well. When you install Climates of Tamriel...
Does that even do anything?
It should.
Not really, no.
Or nothing.
Not
It'll do nothing at all.
But look at the sky and the auroras.
Oh, yes. That is a new moon, and it is a new galaxy sky map as well. So, yeah, it does a lot of cool stuff. If you want to go for full realism and make sure that when you're running around in the dark, it is full dark like it probably would be.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So Climate's Tamriel is just the one that we know, so we kind of wanted to go back to it and check it out.
You don't have a torch. Just want to give Kevin a bit of a light. There we go. A key light for Kevin, and yeah, looks gorgeous.
It's majestic. See, if I made the candlelight mod, I'd want a color temperature adjustment.
Yeah. This is very blue.
This is very daylight colors. You know, we need it to.
We want to warm it up.
Yeah, we need to match white balance here. We're going to really mess with people's perspective in this.
Exactly. Wow, Seb, High Hrothgar looks amazing as well.
It does. It does. We just watched the dawn slowly rise over the back of it as well. And there is quite the view from this high up.
That's a very sudden horizon line there.
A lot of it to load in. I'm not sure what the frame rate was there for a sec, but it's been pretty sturdy. You know what? Actually, there's a way that we can tell how sturdy the frame rate is.
Shift
enter.
Enter.
The old Shift Enter. This brings up the ENB tools that you can sort of change on the fly. In fact, why don't you can switch off Use Effect. So that's ENB off. ENB on. ENB off.
The effect is huge.
Yeah, it's a nice effect, actually. I mean,
like don't get me wrong. This still looks good.
Still looks good. I mean, it's got, Climate's Tamriel still enabled. Re-Shade is enabled.
Wow, that's amazing.
I still prefer it, swwitched on.
That is so cool. I mean, it's a lot of contrast, but man, it just feels so much more depth.
Yeah.
If you look up here, you can see,
fairly consistent. It's got a frame cap on 59. That's why it's not going higher.
That's because we're recording it at that frame rate.
Yes.
And to help with the editing.
It's also, it's a default setting when you install the game. Install the ENB.
Yeah.
But it is something that you can.
It does plummet a little bit.
It's looking out into the distant terrain there. Oh man.
Down to 30 frames. Yeah.
Yeah, that gives it a hit.
Yeah, but it's amazing,
yeah.
And I think if you have a beasting PC, then this is just makes you want to play Skyrim from the beginning all over again and really appreciate it because everything just looks so damn good.
Happiness. Alrighty, time for mod number 2.
Yes.
And this is a mod called SkyHUD.
Well, you look at that HUD. It's
yes.
It's completely different now.
It is completely different.
The old people amongst you,
just old people.
Just old people may actually recognize this style of HUD. Now, Seb, what style is this?
This is the Oblivion HUD.
It is. So SkyHUD actually allows you when you install to choose what type to choose even what type of HUD you would like, and we have gone for the Oblivion one. Now, if I sprint around, do I have God mode on? Is that my problem? I think it might be.
You probably do.
Let's turn that. Oh no, I didn't.
Now it's off. Now it's on.
If I sprint, we should see that. There we go. Hey, look at the stamina bar go down.
It's still working.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically the reason that we've gone for the SkyHUD, by the way, not to be confused with iHUD or SkyUI.
Good points.
From Skyrim Vanilla, Skyrim Regular. Basically, those mods worked because they had the Skyrim Script Extender, or SKSE, and the guys who made it are still working on it for Skyrim Special Edition. So until that comes along, those awesome mods don't exist yet. But the SkyHUD mod does do some cool stuff. As you said, we can make it look like Oblivion, we can make it look vanilla, but have that smaller crosshair reticule in the middle, the sort of pinprick one. And then a couple of other designs as well. The one thing it doesn't have, at least as far as we can tell, unless we've made a huge mistake, is it doesn't simply have a toggle on, toggle off HUD button press.
No, it doesn't seem to.
Now, that mod does exist out there. We found a mod that it doesn't do anything to the HUD at all, except allow you to toggle it on and off with the X button on your keyboard, which is super useful. I tried installing them both, see if they work. They don't. So, yeah, we've gone for this just because the design's kind of neat. You can move some of the HUD elements out of your way if they're getting a little bit extreme.
What a shot!
Very nice shot.
That was a headshot.
It also adds the time of day counter in the top left-hand corner, which is quite useful. And it moves a bunch of things around. So it's up to you if you want to use it or if you want to hold off until SKSE is finished. And then you can go back to SkyUI and iHUD, which are the best.
But one last thought on this HUD is why I do quite like it is because everything's a bit smaller, and I think it gives you a bit more of the beautiful view to admire.
Yeah,
which is nice.
All right, Cam, time for mod number 3.
Yes, it
and
is.
This one is called the Skyrim Flora Overhaul SE. And quite simply, it overhauls the flora in Skyrim.
Which, if you can never remember, that's the plants.
All the plant
In the
life.
whole flora and fauna thing, flora is plants, fauna is animals.
So it's gone for a very, I think, a much more realistic sort of design. Like you get a lot of dead, you see like all the dead leaves and dead twigs towards the bottom of the tree, and right at the top it's all lush.
Nice.
But
Oh, yes, I hadn't actually noticed that.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
So it's got 16 new tree models, complete new trees. It's also got more level of detail stuff for trees in the distance. So I think those trees that you can see over there on the other side of the water have more detail than they used to.
Yes.
You've also got 180 new textures for trees as well. And also it includes a bunch of new grass types and changes the way that grass loads into the game. So you get a much more eclectic variety of grasses here, rather than apparently you normally only get 2 per zone.
Oh, there you go.
So now you get up to 7. So
Wow, 2 grasses per zone up to 7 grasses per zone.
I know. Try and contain your excitement. For
I am
grass.
turned on, Seb.
I bet you are. But basically, it just means that you get a much more varied, look from the grass and from the trees as you walk around Skyrim. It was something I noticed as soon as we booted the game up after installing this mod, that it's not done that thing where it's made the trees much more lush and green and that overwhelming sense of fantasy tree design. It's not gone for that at all. It's gone for just making things look, I don't know, I just think more realistic.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, and if you go up to the stones and look out over the water, the trees in the distance are looking nice.
This is really looking great.
This is where it tends to soak up processing power, is producing distant terrain and making things look beautiful. But I think it just looks awesome.
But this is just one half of what we're calling mod number 3, isn't it, Seb?
I believe it is, yes. So if we also go over, we've got a whole new Skyrim retexture, and it's called Skyrim 2017 textures. We have gone to the future, poached high-resolution textures,
Look at
and
this
brought
future
them back.
rock.
Yes.
Future rock looks fantastic.
It's completely different.
Wow.
Changed everything I knew about rocks. But so this mod, I mean, it's a huge mod. You have to download it in chunks.
Yeah, and even then it takes a while.
It does take a while. So I mean, what can I say? It's a texture overhaul. It does everything.
Yeah.
Very limited choice, actually. Once, it's not going to try and say, oh, do you want this but not this and this and not this? Nope, it just does everything.
Yeah.
So we downloaded the whole lot. We've gone for all of the various towns, the landscapes, the mines, everything. And actually, what we'll do, I think, in a second is we'll head over to one of the towns, because that's where you really see it.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
It's kicking off.
Wow, Kevin's armor really glows.
It really does.
Die, vampire scum. He's cheesed it. I literally can't see anything.
No, he's gone invisible. He's opted for invisibility.
Is that him there?
Chase the glowing hands.
Come back, orbs. Yes, got him.
Nothing gets past Kevin.
Well, no, I meant to come here in daytime to show you the new textures, but look at the sky.
It is.
This is Tamriel, right?
It is Tamriel.
Oh, look, a galaxy.
A whole nother.
We can see a whole other galaxy from here. That's insane.
That's just Kevin's keen eyes
that
can do that.
That looks spectacular.
It does look really, really good. Actually, I mean, we've not really analysed how this looks at night, but I think, to me, this is much more how I'd like to play Skyrim.
Yeah, it's real fantasy,
with the the houses glowing in the night, with all of the.
I do think the galaxy looks a little dumb.
I mean, it is.
Hey, look, it's a galaxy.
The good news is you can just go and find another galaxy.
If we were
map.
that close to a galaxy, I think we'd
be in it.
Yeah,
but
I think we'd be screwed.
It's all right. Like I said, you can find other sky maps and replace them however much you like. And you don't have to install that when you install Climate Tamriel either.
But let's make it daytime so we can look at the textures.
Absolutely.
All right, here we are. It's 4 p.m. And if I come back down to the gate, that's when you'll really notice it, because you're so used to looking at that view.
I mean, for me, it's the textures
around. I mean, it is very different.
Yeah, the floor texture is the one that stands out immediately.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I love the cobbles.
Yeah,
awesome.
It looks really good. There's a load of stuff. Like, as you just walk around, you'll just notice all the textures have completely changed. But I like the design. I mean, obviously, it has changed the design of the town a little bit. So there are texture packs out there that simply upscale the resolution of the vanilla style, so it doesn't change the look of the town that much. Just leave that guy dead on the floor.
Yeah, nothing to do with
He's
me.
a vampire. Leave him alone. But I mean, it makes the game look awesome. And if you have a PC that can handle it, being able to whack these in at 4K.
So yeah, if your PC can handle it and you want the most beautiful, then I think you really need these mods.
Yeah, definitely. Although, you know, it is the one that's going to probably chug your system the hardest.
I think so, yeah. Welcome to Solitude, Seb, and to mod number 4,
Thank
technically.
You. It's good to be here.
This is, what is this mod, actually? You can say.
This is a classic. We've shown it off many times. This is Static Mesh Overhaul.
Oh, it is.
Would you look at the curvature on those ropes?
Oh, yeah.
Basically,
Wow.
what it has done, as I'm sure you know, is it takes the meshes, which is the framework that the textures are wrapped around,
Yeah.
and it is massively upscaled them so that things have a realistic shape and they're not just boxy versions of things that are supposed to not be boxy.
Yeah, usually you notice it on the things like the ropes and anything which has curvature to it is where you really tend to notice it.
So you see the logs there are still kind of, they've got that, there's like a squariness to them. You can see some very obvious octagonal kind of design to it.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that the Static Mesh Overhaul is trying to soften back into cylinders. Obviously, the more that they upscale the meshes, the harder it is for the game to process them. So it can only be done to a limit. But I think the basics that have been done here make such a difference.
Yeah, I really do.
But it's loads of stuff. I mean, it's not just these things. It'd be like if you're running around in a mine, even the inanimate objects that you can pick up and move around are all just going to have a little bit more detail to them. They look a little bit rounder, a little bit better, and everything's just going to feel a bit more realistic. So basically, because this is such an old mod for Skyrim, it's been quite comfortably and easily ported over for Special Edition. But the guy who made it started when Skyrim came out, and he was like, all right, I want to improve 500 meshes from the worst offending meshes in Skyrim. To date, according to his mod page, over 30,000 meshes have now been replaced and improved. So
that's amazing.
I mean, it's almost a gig to download.
What? It's a gig of meshes?
It's pretty epic.
Oh, you're having a nice little relax down by the docks there,
a little paddling of the feet, the high-resolution feet.
Whoa! Oh, no, I killed it.
Oh, no, he's fine.
Get up, man. I want to knock you. Hey! Yeah!
It didn't really have the knocking effect that I was hoping for.
No, it didn't.
Is that
really.
The Kevin Van sword, or is it the Van Nord greatsword?
No, this is the Kevin Van sword, the one that I should have been using. Yeah,
it is the Kevin Van.
He's
sword.
in there. Ow!
The important thing is, oh wait,
in the water with you too. Oh, this is a really fun game.
That was the launching effect that we wanted.
This is a really fun game.
This is Kevin's version of golf that he likes to play at dawn, looking over the docks of Solitude. What a happy place to be.
I knocked you the wrong way. Get up, man. You look like you need a swim.
I think he does need a swim. Up, straight in.
You too, Archer.
Save
him. Get in, quick. Are they all dead?
Careful, man. Oh, no, one of them's still alive.
Oh, you. I already knocked you in the water.
I'll go in. You can swim. In you get.
That was a great dive, actually.
That was beautiful.
I give that a 6.0. Very nice.
Yeah, Kevin doesn't give anything above a 1.
No.
And our fifth and final mod of today, even though it isn't even number 5, it's got to be like number 7 by
Whatever,
now.
we make the numbers.
We
number
make the
5,
numbers. Number 5 is Realistic Water 2. Realistic Water, we've obviously shown off many times. It's made its way over to Skyrim Special Edition, and it does cool stuff to water.
It really does.
Now, one of the things they were really pushing hard when Skyrim Special Edition came out was that the water had been redone.
And it now includes bandits.
It does, yes. That's the most important addition. Comes complete with bandits. All bandits replacing fish. A fish replacement mod. But yes, when they released Skyrim Special Edition, one of the things they wanted to talk about a lot was the fact that the vanilla water had been massively improved. And it is much better. But, you know, we're picky. We're modders. So we wanted even better, and basically this mod not only changes the design of the water, it changes things like, you know, the foam effects, it changes the effect of the water going over... of Kevin falling down the water.
As Kevin dives into the waterfall for you all to see.
You're welcome.
Forgot to turn off. Forgot to turn on God mode there. Where's Kevin? Is he turned into Fee?
I believe he is Fee now.
Wow.
There he is.
No, if that's not a frame worthy of a screen. Oh God, another one. Get out the way.
Pro tip: if you want to blitz through the wait time, simply put toggle free camera on, and it will just go foop, straight through.
It will indeed.
But back to the water. So this mod doesn't just do the basic texture of the water. It does the texture of the foam. It does the waterfalls. It does, you know, the sea. Changes the lakes. You can adjust whether or not you want the lakes to act more like rivers and have directional flow to them.
That's cool.
Or if you'd rather have the sort of lapping effect. It also means that if you're in a town where a boat is docked behind a water gate, that you're not going to end up with waves inside that area because it looks wrong.
Well, you know what? Let's go and have a look at a lake of some sort. Let me just jump off the waterfall.
Let's see if we survive it this time.
We're stuck.
Come on,
Kevin.
Come on, Kevin.
Yeah, and he flies gracefully to the bottom. Easy. Walks it off.
An easy landing.
And you can see the water. Oh, the water is so good.
Yeah.
You know, it really looks fantastic.
So one of the choices you also have is whether or not you want to recolor the water.
So what did you choose? Then,
I did choose to recolor it. So it's given it a bit more of a I don't know, cyan-y kind of aquamarine color.
Yeah.
Just to it's more of a fantasy look for sure, but I like it.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, and sometimes I don't know if you've ever been, you know, in like Nordic country or basically anywhere that feels a bit glacial. Yeah. Often the water comes out looking that kind of color.
Bear, what do you think of the new water that is your home? Are you happy?
Yes, I am splishing in it.
Look at me splish around. Oh, missed. It's hard without the crosshair.
If only we had some kind of HUD mod on.
Oh, he's on fire. Quick, get in the water. It'll cool you off, Bear. Kevin, let me tell you about the new water.
Please allow me to shake your hand.
Let's hug. Okay, Kevin.
Oh, lovely splashing effects. Thank you for showing those off for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good drowning abilities as well. Did he just suicide? Oh no, he's swimming. Whoa, look at him go. Well, they're in like a truce because of the water.
Yeah. Uh-oh, his feet are touching something.
God.
He got purchased on a rock.
Bosh! He's now gliding on top of the water. What a magical bear.
Farewell, Bear.
Farewell.
You helped us show off this mod very, very well.
Okay, Seb. Well, we didn't have a chicken launch this week.
No.
We did try. So basically, Skyrim Special Edition on the Nexus, there is no exploding chicken mods at all.
Nope, not one.
There is on Bethesda.net the mod Chicken, which we showed in the previous episode.
We did,
if you've
yes,
not
I
seen
remember.
it, go watch it.
Yeah.
And we tried that in Skyrim Special Edition on the PC, and it wasn't launching us, and
the
I don't know what's going on.
themselves were much smaller.
They seem different. So
Yeah.
I think until someone actually makes exploding chickens properly on the Nexus, you know, that's going to be something we struggle with in PC.
Yeah.
We will look into it next week again.
The time will come.
Try and do better.
Yeah.
But
plus, because I'm really
forgotten.
keen to find out how many chickens we can put into this new PC.
Oh, I
think it's a lot.
I think we're going to be able to break 150.
Oh,
I think
definitely.
Well, I mean, maybe even 200.
We just used 100 just now to test it, and it made us fall over a bit. Like,
so we'll see. Anyway,
we can do better.
Well, that was the graphics mods. If you have ideas for other mods you want to see, then leave that in the comments and tell us tell us anything you want us to do on this show. We are always open to your suggestions.
In fact, we've been putting a poll out to get an idea of whether or not you guys want to see more Xbox One, if you want to see more PC.
Well, let's look at the poll results. So
what are the poll results?
They're on your screen right now, and as you can see, people are kind of keen for Choose Your Own Adventure, but more importantly, Seb, we all hail Kevin Van Noord.
That is important. That's incredibly important.
Only 3% of you don't want Choose Your Own Adventure. So I think we should bring it back then.
I'm going to assume all hail Kevin Van Noord falls more into the yes camp than the no camp.
So I think it's kind of like a forget about that. All hail Kevin Van Noord.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
With regards to the consoles as well.
Yes.
PC edging consoles, but only slightly in terms of one or the other.
Yeah.
But the both camp is
over
well and
half
truly.
Of you, 52% say both. Damn it!
Yeah.
So I think we're going to
that.
continue to do both.
Yeah, why not?
And that way, if you're a PC Skyrim gamer or an Xbox Skyrim gamer, you can still get the mods. And actually, fortunately, most of the mods on the PC and the Xbox are the same on the Thesternet. It's obviously the Nexus that all the PC community has access to, like the mods we showed off today.
Absolutely. And if you're wondering about PS4, well, we don't own the game on PS4.
No.
And we don't have a save of Kevin on PS4.
No.
So to do all three,
we kind of don't want to have to create another one. Because that takes so much time.
It takes quite a long time to get them leveled up. But if we can cover consoles generally with Xbox, I hope you understand. Otherwise, we're never really going to get anything shown. Just constantly be early game stuff.
We could do an episode 1 week where we still play it on the Xbox, but we only use mods that are also on the PlayStation.
I think that's fair.
We could do that, and that way, at least you can get all the mods that we showcased that week.
Yeah. And also, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that we bumped into a Skyrim fan.
We did. So this last weekend, we worked all weekend as we too frequently do.
Well, he did. I took a day off.
That's all right. You got a day. You're lucky. Anyway, while I was hard working, we were actually filming, so not doing any on-camera stuff, but all behind the scenes at a Pokemon tournament.
Yes, the European Championships at the Excel Center.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And at the end of the final day, myself, Seb, and I don't even know we've mentioned Zach. By the way,
we have a new guy.
We hired a guy who you will meet. You will meet at some point soon, I imagine. So Double Jump, our production company, we hired our first guy. His name is Zach.
Yeah,
he's fantastic, and he meets the strict 3-letter name rule that we have.
It's very, very important.
Cam&Seb Zach. There was a chap called Dan who was almost in. But
and we told him, "Go to hell, Dan!
Get out of here, you."
He wasn't qualified to do anything, but his name was on point.
Technically, he was a Danny, so that's why we were like, "You cheeky." Anyway,
exactly.
Back to the point. So me, Seb, and Zach were all just leaving the Pokemon thing, and we bumped into this guy called Jace, who was super nice and was like, "Oh, I'm a big fan of the show," and he'd actually been there competing in the tournament, which was cool.
So likes two whole games, Skyrim and Pokemon. But the event was really, really cool, and it's always nice on the rare occasions where someone has recognized us for Skyrim, and it's even better when someone says, I wish you'd bring back Skyrim mods, and we can finally now go, we have.
It's there. Go to the channel. So, shout out to Jace. It was lovely to meet you, sir, and good luck with future Pokemon tournaments.
Absolutely. We also got a really nice message last week left in the comments from a chap called Riley. And Cam, you've replied to him already, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm not going to read his message. I would suggest that you go to the comments and have a look yourself. But he sent us a lovely message. He's had a really, really difficult time over the last few years for health reasons. And it was just a lovely message saying that he loved the show and it, maybe kind of helped him a little bit. So, Riley, we just wanted to say we think you're fantastic. Your message was amazing to read. We really appreciated it. And for you sharing that with us. And, we wish you all the best. And if anyone else, in fact, what's been really lovely to see, Seb, is how many of other people in the comments, like the Skyrim mods community, have all been, sending Riley their best wishes. And it's lovely to see. So if you want to do the same, go to the comments of the last episode, which was the one all about the weapons mods.
Yes.
Go to that episode and leave Riley a little message. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
It's the top comment, so you can't miss it. It's the most responded to, I think, as well. So thanks very much for sending that message, Riley. And Kevin Van Nord also sends his well wishes, which
he never does that.
He doesn't send those often.
Goodness.
So he got in touch just to say that.
Absolutely.
But on to the regular comments as well from last week. The Jolly Infidel. May I kick off with the Jolly Infidel?
You go right ahead. Have you read these before?
These are all fresh.
Oh, I love
these. These are all going to be fresh comments
enjoy this
for me.
one, then.
So apologies if I get these wrong. But the festive and Jolly Infidel says, my buddy likes these dudes. I find them irritating.
Actually, he's misspelled irritating, which I love.
I'm not a violent man, but do I want to fight them both to the death after watching this, Pap?
No, that's not a question.
But I do want. See, this is what I get. This is what I get for reading question. But I do want to fight them to the death after watching this, Pap.
Thank you, Jolly Infidel.
Yeah.
I just thought that was quite an amusing comment. But other people were chatting to him about it. I think there was a more than a pinch of jokiness to his comment. But all I want to say is that your buddy is really cool.
Yeah,
we like him.
I've heard he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Kobe
Yes.
Why don't you fire on with
Next
him?
question from Kobe Wilson, who says, Cam and Seb are like an old married couple.
That's true.
Always messing with each other, yet still loving each other just the same, no matter how jealous Seb gets about Cam's perfect beard. I don't even have a beard. Well, I kind of did the other day, but I shaved.
He was clean shaven when we came in to record today.
Not clean shaven. I see,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Agree this already.
Beard envy is real, and
it's all right. Seb has beard envy. I have hair envy. It's the way. It's the way of things.
The other thing is like I'm never going to have the opportunity far away enough on camera to properly try, because there's going to be a time when I have to go on and go, here's my 1 week and a half ridiculous hobo stubble.
You just need to go on one of these like epic trips somewhere and just not shave, like go sailing around the world and just never shave and come back with a beard of like big bit here and a little bit here.
Oh, it's going to be so bad.
It'd be brilliant.
I don't think I will ever know that the sweet, sweet warmth
of a
that
beard.
is the wrapping, cuddling embrace of a beard.
Well, never mind.
Never mind. Ryan McCalla says, wait, I never realized they don't swear on this show. Well, we do.
well, but I bleep them.
But Cam bleeps them.
Yes. This is because last week I managed to swear twice and bleep them both.
Yeah.
And I think that quite a few people said the same as Ryan, actually.
Yeah, it's more of a reminder than anything else. The only reason that we don't swear is it's good practice, just for if we ever have to do something where swearing is absolutely not okay. And B, we always had this idea that this was going to be like a family-friendly show. We have young viewers. And then we remember like, oh yeah, Skyrim's an 18 and we spend half of it taking heads.
Yeah, but it's comedy heads, fantasy heads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll just have to invent some fantasy swears.
Well, I mean, YouTube is also just, most people who stream on YouTube just swear all over the shop. And like, that's not always helpful for, some viewers. So, I think it's a time and place for swearing. I agree. That's always how we said. And Skyrim is neither the time nor the place.
Yeah, I was watching the new, the new Top Gear presenters on their show, and they are now free to swear on the show.
And it's just weird, isn't it?
It's weird, and I don't like it, and it's totally jarring.
And we're not against swearing in general. Like, at the right time, it's great. It's super sad. Like, you stub your toe. Oh, my goodness. It actually helps to swear. It's been proven that it reduces the sensation of pain to swear when you stub your toe. Yeah. So that's, if I ever stub my toe during a mods episode, I'm going to swear away. Anyway.
All right. This next one, Cam, you wanted to address this one.
Oh, yeah. So there was a comment from Lucas Jenkins, and I'm just going to read the beginning and then explain the rest. And he basically said, this channel has not reached its potential at all, even considering how explosive, I think that's a pun, very good, their videos are in terms of information for fans of the game and how rudimentary they are on YouTube for a fan base. What he goes on to say, and that, I don't want you to hate on Lucas, because he's making an interesting point, actually, which is that he thinks that the way we do this show is not the most efficient way to get views on YouTube. Now, I would say two things. I would say, one, well, it kind of is. We actually work with the guys at YouTube to make our show as efficient as possible in terms of reaching as many people, with our thumbnails and our titling and SEO and all that, search engine stuff.
He's a nice guy.
Really fun. But, yes, we could make a show which was more suited in terms of duration to getting views, but I think that would actually be a step in the wrong direction.
I think so as well.
We might get, the reason we have views is because of you guys, the community, and you like the show the way it is. Like, we have taken the same format, mostly, but legally distinct from the old show, but the same format, really.
Same hosts.
And same hosts. And that worked. You guys loved it then, and you guys are loving it again now. And I think the audience is going to grow. It is growing. So I was watching actually videos of this kid. Have you seen these yet? Of this kid who's reviewing chicken shops in London.
I've seen it. I've seen it. The chicken connoisseur.
And I saw a great comment from someone who was basically saying, reviewers take note, because this guy is just having fun while he's making these videos. He's having a great time. And I think that's something that's often overlooked when you're doing it. The most important thing is if you're gonna make videos, you have to be enjoying yourselves. Yeah. And we love doing it this way. And enough of you like to watch it. So I would say, Lucas, you're right in the fact that we probably could be more efficient, but I think we'd be sacrificing what this channel is.
Yeah, I think so too. And I know a lot of people like to put this show on and watch it a bit like a TV show, rather than necessarily.
And I love that.
Watch a short, sharp video all about Skyrim, because obviously half the video is us doing this bit right now.
Yeah, and okay, most of people will click off after the mods are done, and that's fine. And most people aren't watching this bit, but if you are, then this show is for you, right? That's why we do the bit at the end.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, we've got you know, plenty of other things that we can be reading out as well.
Yes.
Including comments from the likes of Joshua Haley, who says, "You guys just make me want to keep playing Skyrim no matter what." And I love it. Thanks.
I like the idea that it's no matter what. Like Joshua, the house is on fire.
I'm playing Skyrim.
I've got it. I've just got to do it. I'm so happy.
Just stay safe, Joshua, all right?
Yeah,
Make
be
good
careful.
choices.
Make good choices.
But we're the same, actually. You know, we until today, we were playing mostly on, on console. Certainly when we were playing together, we were playing on console. I was pushing forward the save on PC just so that we had a well enough progressed Kevin.
Yep, great job.
So that we could play the game properly. It's so good having the tools back of, TMM1 so that we've got the map markers.
TGM.
And all of the good ones. It's super helpful. But playing with, all of these mods installed, with the ENB installed, with everything, and you just go, oh yeah, I remember this game. It's the best.
Absolutely.
It's the best. So it's done it for us as well.
And final comment is from Skyrim Gamer, which is a wonderfully descriptive name.
Yes.
And Skyrim Gamer says, "So I've been watching you guys for around 4 years-ish, and I'm super glad you guys are back." Well, thank you, Skyrim Gamer.
Thanks, Skyrim Gamer.
We are also very happy to be back.
Yes.
Said we will be back very soon because our next episode is going to be a Christmas episode. We're going to see how many Christmas mods we can get. I've not even had a look at what ones are out there.
Well, I saw a little teaser already when I was installing Climates of Tamriel.
really?
There is an option for making the whole of Skyrim snowy and wintry, so I think that'll be part 1.
Maybe we'll see the return of Kevin Van Claus. Who knows?
Maybe we'll see Kevin Van Claus.
Who knows? Who knows? Make sure you come back next time for more Skyrim mods.